Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we are taking a look at Battalion by Unfiltered Audio. Right, okay, so we are obviously in Reason on the desktop. Battalion is coming to iOS. In fact, there is a test flight around on iOS at the moment as well. But I thought I'd give you a quick tour and demo of the app. So it's a drum machine, but it's an extremely powerful drum machine. You have over 30 synthesis engines, samplers, all sorts of control. It looks complicated to start with. We can select our different 8 engines here of our drum machine, as you can see. Each engine can have a synth engine, or a sampler, or a mixture of both, and you can blend between them. Then you have all the controls for each individual engine here: tone, modulation, envelope, stuff like this. Then you go into the perform page, and this kind of affects everything. Then you have the sequencer page, and this is per, as you see, this will change per track, if you like. Okay. And then you have all, which is an overview of everything. So you can set up your sequences here as well. It just gives a kind of an overall view. And then you have your mix control here with your effects, and your effects sends, reverb and delay, and all sorts of stuff like this. Let's play this preset. Let me just stop that a second, get it to trigger with Reason. There we go. So this is one of the patches. I'm going to show you how you can set this up to be, you know, your default, set your own kind of pattern going. So it comes with loads and loads and loads of presets built in. As you can see here, we go factory preset, ambient works, for example. And see all these different engines will change per preset. And we can easily just swap out the engines. Sampler. Now we're veering towards the synth. It comes with an absolute load of factory samples to get you started with. So you could say, what's this? Well, you're on kick here. Let's try this kick. Let's blend it back in. And if we wanted to alter the sequence for this one, we just go to sequencer, and this is it. And we can go, well, let's see what's going on now. I'm going to take some of these out. Just put a 4 on the floor, sorry. You can change the speed here. I'll show you all this. Then you can fill different areas, and then you have different patterns. Let's do this. You have different controls here, but like I said, when I set one up from scratch, I'll give you an idea. Be careful when you randomize, because it can really go a bit extreme, and you know, it's not good. So I would ignore the randomize. Let's try another preset here. As you can see, it's actually using hardly any DSP at all, to be honest. Like I said, we'll have this soon on iOS, which is awesome. Loads. Different types of sampler engine. Same sample, different like algorithm type. Whether the envelope is envelope 2 or envelope 1 per engine sort of thing. So at the moment this is envelope 2. and it's the kick engine. But you can see, look at all these different engines we've got there. We'll have a mess around with them in a bit. Let's play a few more presets because the thing is brilliant. You can also change the color. It comes with I mean, this is PHD, but it comes with tons of different kind of color schemes that you can use as well. Some of them are a little bit harsh. And sorry, I'm gonna do this again. So it starts with my transport. Oh, this is nice, look. Very cool. So before I set up one, I will play a couple more of these. This is the, you know, like your mixer. If you go here now, we'll see that engine 1 is turned all the way down. Reverb. Panning. The kick. And it's nice, you can see the engine being used here. Very cool. Maximizer. Lovely. Ooh. See how I can add in different steps here. That's double beat. Loads of reverb now and some delay. And the delay will be on how it's, hear how nice this is. So you can see it's really easy to build your own patches and get into this. It's really simple. Once you understand how it works, it's like, oh, this is cool. Okay, so to set up a default thing, this is going to give you a more of an idea of how Battalion works. So if we press stop here, let's press stop here. Go here and just reset the defaults. What will happen now is, if you can trigger this via your MIDI keyboard, by the way. If we go to our sequence now, you'll see there is no, in fact, if we go to all, there is no sequence. So even if I press play, there's nothing there. So we will start by adding some, we'll just go to our main sequence view for the kick here, and we'll just add in a 4 on the floor to start with. and you can see we can generate steps here. We can use fills, and then we can choose some different patterns, and then we can rotate this stuff. Or we'll just stick to our 4 on the floor. You can also set the number of steps so you can get quite complex. Then you have your speed, your length. So you can go all the way up to, I think it's 64. Yeah, there you go. So very cool. Okay, so you could go 8. You have human eyes. And let's go back to the engine. And like, we're on the kick engine, right? So, and no sample is selected. So switching that on and off won't make any difference. Okay. But you've got, that's quite nice. Okay, well, let's bring in a sample. So like I said, we just tap on here, we go factory samples, look at kicks now, and oh, it shouldn't be there's so many. Let's look at this. Okay, now we've got a blend of this and this. Okay, let's add a tiny bit of delay. And we've got this big variation control, which is going to randomize various parameters. Okay. We've got an EQ here, a maximizer. Well, this is all, you know, obvious stuff, right? You have let's go to our mix effects and look at our shatter delay here. I'm going to set this to here we go, 1/8 dotted, and bring up that. We've got this cool thing that'll add glitch to the delay. Go back to our voice control. So that'll do for our kick. Let's move on to our snare now, and it'll automatically go to the snare engine as an obvious choice. Let's just do a snare sample for this. Snare, oops, hang on a minute, it's a bit tricky. This is a bit tricky getting it. Oh, here we go. And let's go and put some notes in our sequencer. So excellent. I go back to our voice settings now. Bit of reverb, I reckon, here, do you? Let's go and have a look at our reverb engine. Let's see what variation does. Right, where are we? Effects. Let's look at the reverb. So, headspace reverb. Let's have this on glitter. Maybe yeah. Right. Let's move on to actually, and if we look as well, I don't think I used the snare This is what the synth was doing. I'm going to leave it on that, but blend it back in. Cool. Cool beans. Let's have a look at engine number 3 now, which will by default be like a hi-hat engine. Let's put some, this time, let's go with 8. Okay. So you get how that kind of works. And you've got different patterns. Right, we're going to leave it on that. And let's go and do something with the sound. We've got lots of different filter types. The cone filters are great. Let me just add a bit of modulation to that. Now we won't add a sample, and in fact let's knock it up one more, couple of semitones, 2 octaves up, and decrease the volume a little bit for that. Add a bit of that 1/8 dotted delay. Excellent stuff. Let's go and see what we can do with our clap engine. Now, like I said, you can have this be anything you like. It doesn't matter. Let's load a sample. So let's go. We got loops, gestures, melodic. Let's try melodic. I don't know. Let's just for fun. Let's do this. And let's go and put something in. Now, the thing to remember here is this is going to play this sample. So let's turn that gain down a bit just in case it's a bit loud. Let's go to sequence now for this and just put 1 in. Okay. Okay, I'm going to because we're on envelope 2C. Let's go back to our mixer now and set this to say 1/4. I think I'll bring in the start of this a little bit to here and the end. And I'm going to turn off this because I only want a piano because that sounds really nice. Put a bit of reverb and decay on that and slow it down. Not slow it down, you know, adjust the pitch. So it's more kind of spooky. Okay, let's go and load something else in here. Let's make some adjustments first. So let's go to our sequence for this and awesome stuff. I bet you can't wait for this to come to iOS now, can you? It's so cool. Should we change the colour just for fun? Whoa, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, I can't be doing with that. Some of these are a bit much, you know. Flipping hell. This is okay for now. Now, I'm going to like I said, we can solo and mute this stuff. Lots of different distortion types as well, which is nice. Well, that's quite interesting. I'm going to add some modulation to this. Okay, and maybe we're envelope 2. Let's load a sample in as well. So factory samples, synths and instruments. That's quite nice. Okay, number 6 now. What should we do for this? Well, first of all, let's give it some triggers. Solo it and just go and mess around with the sound. I do like these factory samples though, these are great fun. Just got to choose what we want. What's the, well, oh, it's a bit tricky, this is. You see, instead of me, I want to kind of go to, what's this, artists, clap sounds, cymbals. Envelope 2. Super short anyway. Variation can add various modulations all over the shop, and that's quite nice actually. Okay, let's add another one, shall we? Just for fun. I'm gonna add some stuff in. Let's do a that's nice. Very cool, these synth engines. Quick have a look at me mix effects. Okay. I'm going to have another sample play on this one, I think. So let's go. At the moment, it's this Additive. I don't want this on though, so I'm going to go into sample and factory samples, loops and gestures, noise, Foley, nostalgia, melodic, and it's a bit of a pain. This is seriously. See, I want to go to loops and gestures, but you've got to be quick. Melodic, and what's this? There's Rhodes, Glockenspiel, guitar. What's that? Let's try this. Yeah, I quite like this. Now you see it's stopping it. This is obviously down to our sequence, see our speed. So let's go with when it comes back around, it'll trigger it and see how long we get with that. Right, need to go to hold on my envelope as well. Give it a bit of gain, a bit of reverb. Bit of variation, eh? And put up sequence for this. What do we have on 16? And it sounds a complete mess, but the point is you get the idea. Guys, if you watch this via premiere, thank you very, very, very much. I hope you're looking forward to Battalion. I am going to listen to my piano sample doing its thing. I am going to play through some more factory presets for you that come with it. In fact, let's play some from a particular developer, sound designer, sorry, Breaks the Hard Way. Let's try this, shall we? And yeah, bless you. I'll play through a load more for you for the next 5 or 10 minutes while you're saying ta-ra to each other on the stream. Thanks very much for watching if you've watched any other time. And yeah, awesome stuff. Brilliant. Unfiltered Audio's Battalion. Let's do it from up here.